Alright, everyone. So, I did it, and I don't want to kill myself. So, a solid start. Troy leveled to 10, and his skill upgraded to Triple Threat, which now gives a 20% chance of striking 3 times. So it seems that personal skills can level up once you reach level 10. So that's something to look forward to, with a lot of my units nearing that threshold. I also saved all the old dudes. I managed to position myself in a way to get them all. But enough of that. Let's prepare for some super serious plot. Master Garland, we have control of the Concio house. Send word to the company men in the city to lay down arms. There is no point in further bloodshed. And what would you have done with Senator Duelis? Ellipses. The troops apprehended him as soon as he attempted to escape. Fucking dumbass. His fate is in Indulged Ritten's hands now. Very well. What do you intend to do to me? You have no right to detain me like this. I'm a senator of the Republic. I descend from a great and noble line. Senator Duelis? Indulged Ritten. My lord, this has all been a terrible mistake. That scoundrel Villuis, he threatened to kill me if I did not procure the key to the treasury. Enough, Senator. Do not embarrass yourself with another word. You will be brought to trial. There, you may present your arguments and will be given due process according to the laws of the Republic. Until then, you may reflect on your crimes beneath the leads. I must extend you the same courtesy you did to me and my dear wife. Power fucking move. Prison, isn't it? The perfect place to make me disappear forever. If you mean to kill me, do it here, coward. I do not believe in lynching, Senator. I follow the law, as should any man who seeks to lead a country as great as ours. Paragon Written over here, good on you. I'm proud of you. Are you sure leaving him alive is wise? Vestaria must always be charitable and just. It is precisely those values that men like Senator Duelis have been seeking to erode in recent years. This week's sad events present us with an opportunity. I shall find wise and able citizens to fill the Concio's vacant seats, and together restore Vestaria to its true character. Only through reform can I properly express my gratitude and respect for the senators and other men and women who lost their lives. I swear to you, Zaid, with time I will make this a republic that you and Nina can be proud of. Good on you, Written. Good on you. Lords Adrian, the Knights of Kile wish to speak with you. The ones who helped us liberate the city? Good. I was hoping for a chance to thank them. I wonder what brings them so far from the land of Sanctum. I hit the go button. Did it freeze? Oh yeah! It certainly did freeze. Will it make chance unfreeze? Please? This is interesting. Yeah, we are experiencing technical difficulties now. Yeah, no, it's just frozen. Won't even let me close it. I never... Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, we're good. The last minute didn't happen. Did not happen. Well met, Lords Adrian. I am Captain Aslan of the Knights of Kile. On behalf of all my sisters, yeah, they're sisters, who'd have fucking thought, allow me to thank you for quelling this terrible insurrection. Were it not for you, Lady Nina might have died. The debt of gratitude is mine, Captain. But I don't understand. What is Nina to you? Our ward. She is to be sainted at Lana's Sanctum, where she will serve as the Earth Maiden and dedicate herself to prayer until she reaches adulthood. We came to escort her to the Sanctum, but before we could leave, the chaos in the city erupted. I see. So Nina is to be another of the Circlet Maidens. That must weigh heavily on the Dolge and... I'm not even gonna try. Yes, It is a great honor for the young lady, but for her parents, a sad day. They've known it for a year now, but the sanctum requires the maiden's candidacy be kept a secret. I am sure they wish to tell you. I wish they had. Actually, my lord, I was hoping I might beg a boon of you. Of course, if it's within my power. Do you think you could persuade Princess Aethel to return to the sanctum? Time and again we have tried to bring her home, but she will not listen. Perhaps she might reconsider it if it came from you. Forgive me, Captain, but I doubt that. My brother tried to make her see the wisdom in it, and while she sojourned in Meleda. You must understand the princess's position. Her people are suffering, her kingdom on the brink of defeat. She would not dream of putting her own safety above that of her subjects. She made it very clear that's not who she is. And if Zek could not convince her, I fear my odds are slimmer yet. I see. What to do? The Stella Cruz about the princess's left thigh holds enough... Wait, what? Hang on. Enough power to alter the course of the world. What? Let me read that again? I guess that's the mark, like a birthmark on her thigh? That just sounds like this woman has thighs that are going to save the entire world, and I'm pretty sure she's a minor. Lana Neer believes a dark force is at play here in Vestaria. If the princess were to fall into the wrong hands, the consequences would be beyond description. She is young. She does not understand. There are shadows at our shore, and Lana Neer is sorely afraid. As am I, Captain. I assure you I would die before letting harm befall our kingdom's last hope. I know there is no safer place for her highness than the sanctum. I'd return her there myself were it my choice. Very well, we cannot force her there against her will, but at least permit me to send you an escort with you to keep the Star Maiden safe. It cannot be me, as I must deliver Lady Nina to the sanctum. However, I know just who might serve you best. Will you go with Lord Adrian? Of course, Captain. I will defend the princess with my life. And can I count on you, Rabina? Now and always, my captain. None shall harm the Star Maiden as long as I draw breath. Alright, so I got the two weaker of the Pegasus sisters, while the powerful pre-promote is gonna go off and do plot things until she's recruitable. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Doldressa, 1,000 pardons. Who is it? Why, 'tis I. Surely you remember my voice. I fear I don't... Oh, scandal, and here I thought you loved me. Can you hear my heart breaking? I will not tolerate these games. Show yourself. It's me, Bia. Really, does every man who professes love at your door meet with such words? Theodel, is that you? The one and only. How long has it been? 10 years? I have missed you dearly. After all, you were my first love. Wow! The green-haired mage, best friend of the Lord, has a thing for the Lord's sister? Wow! I have never heard of this before, ever. Alright, boneless Merrick. Ha! You were a boy of 5, Theo. It's a wonder you can even remember what I look like. Okay, hold on. Theo was trying to play at 5 years old. Perhaps calling him boneless Merrick was a bit of a hasty move on my part. You're alright, Theo. You're alright. Of course I remember. Every line, every feature. I remember that painting on the wall. It hung in Redressa when we were together, did it not? You haven't aged a day. And you haven't matured a day, if you think you can impress me with schoolboy flattery like that. But yes, my husband painted that portrait of me. I've asked him time and time again to take it down. We're far too old for much sentimentalities, but he seems to think it's charming. I shouldn't be telling you any of this. Why are you here? Did you finish your training in Vesta? Has Lana Neer given you leave? Well, funny you should mention that. My training is complete. I returned to Frisk to find us on the brink of war. So naturally, I decided to enter the fray, but... Mother, I'm back. Father wanted to... Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you had company. Come here, Nina. I would like to meet Theodel. He's a friend of Zaid's. Good day. I'm Nina. Well, hello there, Nina. Aren't you adorable? What pleasure it is to meet you. Thank you. Theodel, I'm only telling you this because you're from the Sanctum, but Nina here has been chosen to join the maidens there. I'm sure she would appreciate anything you could tell her about her new home. She's to be a circlet maiden, but she's so young. It must have come as a shock. What about you, Nina? Are you scared? A little bit. Well, today you lucked out, because I'm going to tell you everything I know. Unfortunately, I've never been to the Circlet Tower. That place is for you and your sisters to be. No one else. It's most sacred. You should ask Princess Aethel about it. Why haven't you? Oh, well, I don't know. For whatever reason, Nina doesn't want to. She says it's too painful a subject for the princess. And how would you know that? I don't know. I just do. Nina's more attuned to people's feelings than you or I. She can see into people's hearts. And how are you, Theodel? Captain Aslan. How long have you been standing here? Long enough. Sorry on the battlefield, you know. Our eyes met, and then you scurried away. Forgive me. Pray know I am deeply sorry for leaving the sanctum without permission. My country needed me, so I answered. I sent Lananir a letter of apology. Yes, well, peace. I did not come to take jabs at you. But you did distress the Lana greatly. Vestal priests shouldn't be meddling in worldly affairs. You broke the precepts when you took up arms for Meledia. Is it against the precepts to defend the people of Vestaria from imperial tyranny? You call it tyranny, Silva calls it justice, but you're both wrong. War is just war. It's an act of selfishness on all sides. There is no right or wrong. You know that. So Lana would have me drop all this and return to the sanctum. She said you have to make that choice yourself. And I've said enough. This is Nina's day. Speak to her, help ease her fears. Alright. Nina, shall we step out on the terrace? I have so much to tell you about. Yes, let's. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Who might you be? Good day, Doldrin. I hope you don't mind me borrowing Nina for a moment. Beatrice, a strange boy has just kidnapped our daughter. Oh, hush you. She'll be right outside. The strange boy's name is Theodel. He's the true-born son of Duke of Thrall, one of Meleda's 4 duchies. He and Zaid were the closest of friends. Well, that's all well and good, though his bearing rankles me a bit. We should be selective about who our daughter keeps company with. You've known him since he was little, then? Yes. Well, for a short time. My father took Theo as his ward for a year. You must have met him. He came to us after the Black Death spread from the mainland to Vestaria. Theo was only 5 when it hit Thrall. He lost his mother. A boy his age would have succumbed as well had my father not acted swiftly and placed him in my father's care. Ah, yes, I think I remember now. You did most of the looking after him, as I recall. He loved you to pieces. Yes. Zaid and I lost our mother as well, so I had to step up and care for both boys. They're the same age, like twins, really. 2 little wildlings who couldn't be kept from the fields and mountains. After 1 short year, the plague passed and Theo was returned to his father in Thrall. I didn't realize what he'd be subjected to. I married and left Meledia, but years later Zaid told me the most horrible... It's alright, you don't have to continue. No, I need to talk to someone about it. The Duke of Thrall remarried, and his new wife was a complete and utter deviant. She abused Theo most terribly. Abused him? He was the heir to the duchy. Where was his father? Abed with the plague. His wife had become accustomed to running Thrall as she thought fit. The year after Theo's return, the Duke died. The duchy passed to Theo, but Lady Thrall was named regent until he came of age. The abuse continued. I can only imagine she saw Theo as an obstacle to her own child ascending to the duchy. And no one intervened at all? The lady was from House Frist, and she brought her own servants to Thrall with her. They must have seen fit to guard her secrets. That's revolting. The poor boy. He endured it as long as he could, and then finally fled Thrall and wandered his way back to Edessa. He was only 7. Fuck that cunt! He must have been alone on the road for a week at the very least, begging for food. By the time he was reunited with Zaid, he was on the brink of death. And what then? My father learned what had happened and flew into a rage. Why shouldn't he? He went to Thrall and personally to censor the lady. But she denied it all and mocked my father, called him a fool for allowing a child to sweep him up with obviously false stories. She and House Frist immediately lodged their own complaint with the king and accused my father of using Theo to seize control of Thrall. And the king believed her. He forbade my father from interfering any further in Thrall's affairs. There was nothing more to be said. But my father knew Theo might well be killed if he left in the lady's care any longer. So he proposed that boy seek an ordainment, become a priest, and abandon his claim to the duchy. Yes, Vestarian laws forbid men of the cloth from holding such lands and titles. Of course, the lady accepted the proposal at once. Theo will be clearing the way for her own son to claim power. That's clever. Probably saved his life. Theo was taken in at a monastery in Edessa, where he began his studies as a novice. He was given no special treatment to avoid raising suspicion. But there was a tacit understanding with the abbot that he be allowed to spend time with Zaid. My brother was only but 7 himself, but he cared for his friend and no doubt wanted to keep him safe. The two were inseparable until Theo turned 12 and was transferred to Vesta. Must have been very close indeed. Did the Lady Thrall ever receive her comeuppance? Who knows? But considering her ties to Frist and the Frist role in instigating the war with the Empire, yes, well, I hope she got what she deserved. On another subject, darling, would you do me a favor? What is that? Take down that dreadful portrait of me. Hang it in the bedroom if you must, but it's mortifying to have it in the sitting room for all to see. I most certainly will not. Not in 100 years. The painting is a symbol of our love. I'll paint you. Come here, you scoundrel. That is adorable. Alright, more plot. I think I accidentally skipped over this. Like, I read this, but I don't think I recorded it. Alright. Admiring the sea again, Highness. Zaid. What's wrong? Are you unwell? Have you been crying? What? No, It's nothing. Is there anything I can do to help? I know that I'm young and uncultured, and I always say the wrong things to women, but I am here to listen, if you need me. Zaid, do you think me selfish? Selfish? Of course not. The idea has never even crossed my mind. Why would you say that? Someone I respect gave me a good scolding. She said I need to think more than just myself. I'm not going to name names, but it was a purple-haired eagle rider who was the elder sister of 2 other eagle riders and whose name started with... I would really be able to complete this joke if I could remember her name. Fuck, I'm just going to abandon the joke and pretend like I never started it. And frankly, she's right. But I don't want to go with her. I just don't. Even if that means I am being selfish. I don't understand, Highness. Did something happen? Zaid, I want to stay here with you. Promise me that I can. That is, if you want me to... Oh, forgive me, Highness. There's a runner here for me. Could you hold that thought? I'll return shortly. But, oh, god damn it, Zaid. You have a single... But, Jesus Christ! I'm back, Highness. Sorry it took so long. Now, what was it you were saying? Oh, nothing. It's alright. Master Garland will scold me if I keep you out here. You should return to council. I'll tarry here a while longer and take in the vista before returning to my chambers. You don't have to worry. The good knights here will keep me safe. Very well. I look forward to seeing you at supper, then. Zaid, you are... Lady Nina, are you ready to go? Yes, ma'am. Thank you all so much for helping me to keep Mother and Father safe, and for putting Solus in that gal cell where he can't cause any more mischief. Now I can leave Venetia with an untroubled heart. Oh, my sweet Nina. It's alright, Mother. Your father and Zaid will have made me strong. I'll be back one day, but right now I have to go to Lana's sanctum and become the best Earth Maiden I can be. Take care of each other until I return. I mean it. Nina, wait. Can't we just... ... God, why do I keep doing that joke? It's not funny and it just hurts my goddamn nose. No, I promised I wouldn't do this. ... Sniff. ... I'll miss you too, Mother. Ellipses. Damn it! Why did this day have to come so soon? Ah, God, my nose. It's okay, we're fine. Master Garland, have we had any luck recruiting new troops? Yes, my lord. Today alone 100 men came forward. All are turncoats from the Villuise Free Company. But as soldiers go, they are reasonably well trained. It has been over 3 months now since our flight to Venetia, and our army has since tripled in size. I believe it's time to retake our homeland. Yes, and to find out what happened to my brother. He's dead, kid. I ain't letting you know. But, he's dead. I would march this very day if I could, but the seaways are closed to us. How are we to return to Melida? The shortest route would be through the high road through the kingdom of Spire into Solus. Unfortunately, Spire has been grappling with its own set of troubles in recent years. They will not soon welcome an army marching across their lands. The only way to bypass Spire is to scale the Crawl Mountains. There may be a way to cut north from the Luca village and reach western Solis directly. From there, we make our way east across the steep, and then into the Iri Desert stands between us and Redessa. Oh, it's that easy. Can any man climb the crawls at this time of the year, let alone an army? I don't know. The Luca Elder will have those answers. As a matter of fact, I was planning to pay him a visit. Splendid. I will accompany you. You're not planning to go to Luca Village without me, are you? I'm coming too. I haven't seen Ma in ages. Count me in. I hope the Elder hasn't thrown out his back again. Luca Village. Elder's house. Elder, how are you? I heard you were feeling unwell. ... I'm not even going to do the joke that many times. Ooh, owie. That bad? Ugh, I wish you didn't have to see me like this. Ever since Sestra Elisa left, my body's been a temple of ruin. I can hardly rise from bed these days. It's not fair, a sprightly stallion like me reduced to this pitiful pile of pain. Oof, my back. So what do I owe the visit? I was hoping you might know of a way north through the crawls. The only road shown on Venetia's maps is the high road through the spire. Perhaps there's another secret way? You want to cross the crawls? Might as well climb into your own graves, my lord. Folks don't call the crawls and the Nordens the twin parapets for nothing. Those mountains are impassable. I see. That is a pity. Pardon the intrusion, but if you're looking for a path through the crawls, I believe there's one marked on our village's map. Who are you? This is Beck, a very old friend of mine I've known since boyhood. He's the elder of Folly, a border village that lies far to the north, at the foot of the crawls. He and his men come down to Luca once a year to trade. Mountain wares, mostly. Now that I think about it, of course they'd have a map. And you say there's a pass, one that might need to solace? I must see this map. Allow me to accompany you back to Foley. I trust you will be returning anon? Well, yes, I should like to, but what? There is a problem. Father... Oh, holy shit, look, you look like a unit. Father, the others' wounds are mending well, but they need to stay off their feet for at least a week more. We cannot depart today. But Lily, the villagers are waiting for us to return. The herbs especially could mean the difference between life and death for our sick. Tell that to the brigands. You think they don't know we'll be returning too? Attempting the journey would be madness. Brigands, is it? So that's the problem. Tell me more. What exactly happened? How many men did they have? Perhaps we can provide an appropriate escort. You would do that? Thank you, my lord. As Cornelius mentioned before. Who is Cornelius? I'm Cornelius. Mighty Hunter Cornelius? Slayer of dragons? Continue. As Elder Cornelius mentioned before, my men and I have came down from Foley once a year to trade what we reap from the mountains. We load our wain with dried meat, dairy products, and pelts and sell them the lot to Luca in the capital. With the denarii, we purchase goods and other sundries we need back in the village. Healing herbs, in particular, are difficult to come by in our part of the mountains. But this time things did not go as planned. No, my daughter and I, my daughter is Lila, the village priestess, we departed 7 days ago, accompanied by 50 of our toughest young men. But halfway down the mountain, you were beset by brigands. Yes, they've always been a problem, and we've always been ready. But this time they came out in such numbers. There must have been 100 or more. Our lads fought tooth and nail to fend the bastards off, but their wounds were dire, so we've had to tarry here in Luca whilst they recover. Beck is an old friend of mine. When we were boys, we used to pretend we were the 5 heroes. Remember Beck? Elder, I keep telling you, Beck is my father's name. I'm his son, Meccan. Don't antagonize him, father. He's old. You can't expect him to remember everything. Ah, right. Sorry, Cornelius, my, old friend. I've heard enough. Is the wain driver well enough to travel? How long to the village with the wain in tow? I can drive the wain myself. If we leave Luca early enough in the morning, we can reach Foley by nightfall. Splendid. We will provide a new escort. 50 of our knights should do for those knaves. Thank you, my lord. Truly, thank you. The elder here has told me how formidable Melida's knights are. I am certain I am in very capable hands. Let me join the escort. Some of the wounded are friends of mine. Those brigand cowards will pay. I've known Lilia since we were children. If you don't mind, boss, I'd like to come along and help. Although, to be frank, I hardly recognize her. Is that really you under all those robes? Mind your tongue, you scamp, and stop staring. Of course it's me. Certainly haven't changed with manners like that. It's just, you used to be so short and stubby. You always covered head to toe to dirt and grime and bruises from the other boys. How many dunks in holy water did it take to turn you into this? Ash, you are certainly a master wordsmith. Come here, you wood-brained, barn-smelling oaf, and I'll show you. Ha-ha, now that's the Lilia I know. If you're going to Folly, I'd like to come too. Master Garland, won't you need my help? No, my lord, I can handle a few mountain rabble. They're likely Gallicans on the run, and I will make sure they never trouble anyone again. Stay in Venetia with the princess. We may have thwarted the coup, but there's 1,000 soldiers stationed in the city. Every day with you absent could be enough to tip their allegiances in the other direction. Very well, I will leave this matter in your hands. Yeah, I'm going to save, and I'm going to call it there. This is a plot episode, but I asked on Twitter and Facebook, and you said you wanted plot episodes, so I'm giving you plot episodes. If you don't like it, you should have said something. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, that's about it. Leave a comment if you like. We don't get too many of those these days. Have a good one. I love you.